Hey, Melissa, welcome, young lady.
Hey, how you doing? Jeannie, you can just go ahead and read it if you want.
Okay.
I'm kind of wiped out, but you can just go ahead and read it if you want. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll breathe with you as you listen to her read it.
Okay, and actually,
maybe,
now that you say that about going ahead and breathing with you, I'm maybe I'm just a dork or whatever. But when I was talking, like back a long time ago, the first time I ever talked on here, every time you would say breathe with you, I would always say thank you, because I thought you guys were just like supporting me, and I would never breathe. And it took me a while to realize you were telling me to breathe. And once I realized that, it helped me so much, because now I actually stop and take a breath every time, even when you say that to other people, and it helps me so much. But now that I know that, I actually, every time I hear you say it to someone, I stop and I breathe, and it just does me so much good. But anyways, I didn't realize that for the longest time, that's what you were meaning by that.
Yeah. We are designed to breathe 24/7, 365 for eternity. That's built into our nature. And we have to inhibit that. And when we inhibit that, that's, if we want to get an idea of what that means, if you go to the Greek, the common translations of the scriptures, what that subventilating or not breathing is in the Greek vernacular that most people are familiar with, that would be called the denial of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. Yeah, it just took me, I just thought you were saying we're supporting you. I didn't realize you were like saying, breathe, telling me to breathe. And it just like, when one day it clicked, actually you had said to somebody, you realize you're not breathing. I think you pointed it out to him or something. I was like, oh, now I know what he's saying. I thought you were just saying we're supporting you. And ever since then, every time you say it to somebody, I just myself stop and breathe and feel so much better. Anyways, anyway,
it's a key.
Go ahead. Go
All
ahead, and thank you.
Holding the space. Go for it, Jeannie.
So it says, Michael, these last few days I've been busy testing myself and my ability to show myself and others patience and love. I am proud to say, thanks to you and all of your, quote, Michael Ryce stuff, unquote, even though in the past few days my mom has fallen again, and then a lot of my extended family has come down with COVID.
Ouch.
My beloved dog of 15 years with a life expectancy of 12 to 14 had to have surgery, and she's now doing fine. I had some car trouble. Yesterday was my son Eli's birthday, who I lost to leukemia in 2010. Tomorrow is my son Sonny's birthday, who passed away in 1998. So this is usually a rough emotional week for me anyway. Then I went to do my personal code evaluation, and my computer, which I haven't used in months and months, but someone else in my house has, it's now full of malware and it won't work properly. While I'm trying to fix it, I got interrupted by 5 phone calls trying to sell me home warranty systems and telling me how great Trump's tax cuts were and trying to sell me funeral plans. But in spite of all that, in the last few days, thanks to the love and support I feel from you, Jeannie, and everyone out there, instead of wanting to cry and give up these last few days, I just wanted to do as one of my favorite songs I so often listen to says, quote, could my life just fall apart and I still show up and sing, unquote. Well, this week I did. I just sang. And in a large part, it's thanks to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you for being willing, young lady. What it takes.
You're welcome. With the phone call I had with you guys the other day when I was kind of upset about the events of life and everything, and just then all this hit. But after the phone call with you guys the other day and then all this stuff, I really just stopped and took some breaths, and I really just, I don't know, I was able to just get through it all. And this is I'll probably cry, but it's a good cry when I say this.
Go for it.
This is probably the first year of dealing with my 2 sons' deaths, birthdays, that even though I cry, but it's a good cry. I'm actually, like yesterday with Ellie's birthday and then tomorrow's Sonny's birthday, I actually kind of feel, instead of just a sadness, which of course is a sadness there too, but I just kind of feel almost a good thing instead of just like I just want to crawl into the covers and cry. And I feel like it's in a large part because of all the work she's done, especially in this last year, and just even talking with all of you guys. I mean, it just, I'll tell everybody out there listening that might listen in the future too, that just really doing all this stuff really just makes such a difference in your life and everything. I mean, it just, if you just do any of the stuff and doubt whether it's helping you, even if you don't really acknowledge this on a conscious level, it really does help. So just keep doing it. It matters.
Yay. That's awesome. Well, I'm delighted that you've chosen to do your work, and I'm delighted that you're getting to experience the fruit of your work, and that you can open that space for love to be present in circumstances. What I hear you describing is the same thing that Yeshua was describing when he said, I'm in this world, but I'm not of it. I live in being. I live connected to love because that's what I'm created to live as. And yes, my mind wants to serve me up all kinds of other realities, but I don't have to go there. I'm not of that anymore. And that's what forgiveness does. So that's an awesome testimonial. Thank you.
Well, it's great. And I hope, I wish it for everybody. I really do. And I feel like everybody around me can feel it from me, and I hope they do. And I'm like, it's not like I've never felt it, but it's like it's like every time you get a step higher, it's like it just gives you this inner boost that you didn't know was even there.
Yes.
It's just cool. It's just really cool. And
I'm with you.
As always.
And the fact that when you breathe, you are literally sharing the breath of the Creator. Not just, here the Creator gave you something. Rukatakucha. This is the breath of the Creator that we are getting to share in. And many people cut themselves off from it because they don't want to feel. They don't want to deal with. And when the breath is held, literally, it creates this unnatural condition. It creates a veil in our temple, the barrier between the subconscious and the unconscious mind. And we end up with literally a whole quality of mind that was never designed to exist, the unconscious. And when you choose to breathe, the reason it feels better, if you let yourself move and go through it, is because once you apply the breath to the areas in your life where you have dissociated from and shut things down, those things open back up again, move, and you're freed from them.
And it's a feeling of such strength too. It's not even just a good and a bad. It's like a strength or whatever. And it's like and maybe this sounds silly to say, but it's like I've been around my whole family, and maybe I'll be proven wrong. I don't know. But it's like whenever they all started saying, oh my God, I have COVID and all this other stuff or whatever. And like I said, maybe I'll be proven wrong, but it's like, I felt like the last couple of days, I'm not going to get sick. I just feel like.
Well, we'll hold the space that you stay well.
Whatever's in me, I just feel like I cannot get sick right now because call it love, call it whatever it is. I just feel like it's impossible for me to get sick. And like I said, that may sound silly, but I just feel like right now I just can't because of what's in me or whatever.
Awesome. Well, any other thoughts for you, young lady? Any other way we can support you?
Nope. I feel like I'm on top of the world right now.
All right. Well, thank you for saying thank you. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. To everybody out there, not just you, to everybody.
You got it. Yep. It's an awesome team. We're blessed. This is in Aramaic what the Greeks misunderstood and misinterpreted as the kingdom of heaven is the community of love. And that's exactly what we're working on developing and building here. So welcome to it.
You're doing a good job.
Glad you're part of it.
Thank you.
All right.
I've always felt good about the paying it forward type of thing, but the more I do this, the more I feel good about, like I almost have the power to just like pass that on, and it just affects other people even though they don't even realize I'm affecting them or whatever. And it's a good feeling. I don't know. It just makes me feel good and feels like I'm having effect on the whole world. I don't know how to even put it,
That's
but it's
it
just nice.
exactly. You know, when Einstein was presented with some of the research that showed that two atoms, when they were entrained with each other, could be separated by miles, and literally, his thesis was nothing moves faster than the speed of light. But he called it spooky effect at a distance, that the impact, something had happened to one molecule instantly, like there wasn't the speed of light involved, it was instant. And he called it spooky, but that's exactly it. And each person who falls into the drama and trauma creates an energy. Each person who heals the drama and trauma and steps into being creates an energy. And fortunately, the higher the frequency, the more penetrating it is. The lower the frequency, the denser the hostility, the fear stuff is a denser frequency, so has a shorter extension possibility and reach, where the higher energy, there's nothing we know of in the material realm that can stop it. So I'm with you 100% and excited about the possibilities.
One of the really cool things I've learned in this last week, and I guess it never really dawned on me, was every time since I really kind of, I guess, got into all this stuff, however you want to put it, is I've always kind of reached out when I've come to like an impasse with something struggling within me, and I've been able to kind of like do worksheets and figure out where it's coming from within me, but it's always been about me and some of my own struggles. When I kind of reached out to you over when the Charlie Kirk thing happened, and I thought it was an outer thing. I wasn't saying, okay, why is this about my life? Of course, it ended up being about my life, of course, as everything is, but it was the first time I wasn't saying, well, I'm upset about something in my life, and
right.
If that makes sense. But it actually kind of, I don't know, I guess it kind of took me over a new hump. And I don't know, it took me in kind of a different direction and opened up a whole new door for me about a lot of stuff, which in turn, of course, helped this whole week kind of go in a different direction. I don't know if I'm kind of even making sense. It was just, I felt like a whole new door opened up for me.
You are making absolute sense.
Yeah, and it's just kind of a neat thing, and it's kind of like I just kind of feel like it's an ongoing thing, which of course life is just an ongoing thing, but I just feel like it's one of those things to where it's just like if you just keep taking the baby steps along the way, it just keeps opening up more and more and more and keep getting better and better. And I don't know, maybe I don't know how to put it in words, but it's just a great thing, and you just keep feeling better and better as you keep doing the work, I guess. I don't know how to put it.
Right on. You got it. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you, and thank everybody, because it just, like you said, it's a team thing, and it just, and I felt it more so in the last like 4, 5, 6 days than probably the whole thing. And it's just really been awesome, and I appreciate everybody, because I just feel like everybody's right there. When I made that comment about that, show up and sing even when life's not going good, I just kind of feel like everybody's there with me singing, and it's just been a really, really good feeling.
Cool. Nice. And of course, there are the layers that need to be worked through. When you look at the dramas and traumas that family systems and the cultural dynamics of, some of the insanity that's going on in the world, and has unfortunately infected so many family systems, there can be some, it isn't Dr. Feelgood. There can be some pretty heavy duty times. But if you keep putting one foot in front of the other, the way becomes clear. For me, personally, what I'm seeing and experiencing is just subtler and subtler levels of that connectedness and that sweetness of life.
Yeah, and like maybe I guess the way to put it is this is maybe the first time I was kind of diving into something that wasn't just directly trying to fix something about me. I mean, it's always fixing about me, but I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but it's awesome. I guess is just the way to put it.
Nice.
And thank you.